Friday Fun Day. Welcome back, everybody. I have to get my exercise somehow during these days, and that's one thing I can do, sort of. Cartwheels. Well, how have you all been doing today? It continues to be kind of a crazy week. So I just keep thinking about the promise in Psalm 46 that God is our refuge and strength, that solid place. It's so easy to get carried away with our worries. Jesus once taught his disciples about how they get caught up in what they're supposed to eat and what they're going to drink and what they're going to have to wear, and their mind just starts spinning out. He says, look at the flowers, look at the birds. God takes care of all of them. Won't he take care of you as well? So Jesus taught them, strive first for the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things that you need will be given to you as well. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own, and today's troubles are enough for today. I think there's two things that Jesus is telling us in that. One is that there are things that we can do something about, and there are things that we can't do anything about. And this week there's been a lot of things that we can't do anything about. But there still remains things that we can do something about. Like, if we got all anxious and upset here about the things that we couldn't do this week, like come to worship together or meet on Wednesday night together for soup supper and for a gathering, we'd just be all consumed with frustration. But instead we thought, well, what can we do? And we started to do this, and we're having a lot of fun at it. And we're hearing back from you that you're appreciating it too. So when you think about what you can do, it opens up possibilities that are life-giving and energizing. When you think about what you can't do, it consumes you with worry and anxiety and frustration. So that's one thing that Jesus is getting at. The other takes us back to that psalm, that God is our refuge, our strength, our help in the midst of the challenges that we face. So that if we strive, if we give our energy and our attention to God's presence in our midst, then all the rest of it kind of works itself out. We can't see how ahead of time when we start to go that direction, like, well, how's that going to work, and what happens if that? Then we're caught again. Jesus invites us to come back to that center place, presence of God in our midst, that changeless, calm, deep mystery that is our foundation. So, things we can do something about, give your energy there. Things we can't do anything about, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, don't waste your worry. So, tonight we have another story. And this story is going to be shared with us by Mandy, and she's going to tell us about something that we can do.
Good evening, everybody. I have a story to share with everyone tonight from one of my favorite picture books called The Cow Buzzed. And it is about something that we can do. And see if you can notice while I tell the story what it is that everybody forgets to do in the beginning of this book that's very important. There once was a farm where a sensible rabbit and some other animals lived. The rabbit often gave advice like, don't walk in mud puddles and watch out for bees. But no one ever listened. One day, a little bee flew to visit the farm. He had a funny little cold. Achoo! He sneezed. The cow caught the cold. She caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! And it was odd because she caught the buzz. Buzz, buzz, said the cow. Buzz. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! So the pig caught the cold. He caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! And it's true, he caught the moo. Moo, said the pig, moo. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! So the duck caught the cold. She caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! And it wasn't her fault. She caught that voice. Oink, oink, said the duck. Oink. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! So the dog caught the cold. He caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! It's a fact. He caught the quack. Quack, quack, said the dog. Quack. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! So the rooster caught the cold. He caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! And hark, he caught the bark. Ruff, ruff, said the rooster. Ruff. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! So the cat caught the cold. She caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, achoo! And what do you know? She caught the crow. Cock-a-doodle-doo, said the cat. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle, achoo! Now the rabbit caught the cold. He caught the cough and the sniffle and the sneeze, but when he sneezed, somehow he had caught the meow. I'm sorry. The rabbit caught the meow. Meow, meow, said the rabbit. Meow. Cough, cough, sniffle, sniffle. But when the rabbit sneezed, he covered his mouth. Achoo! So no one else caught the cold. When dinner time came, the cow buzzed, so the farmer gave her honey, thinking she was a bee. Moo, said the pig, so he got hay. Oink, said the duck, so she got slops. Quack, said the dog, so he got snails. Ruff, said the rooster, so he got bones. Cock-a-doodle-doo, said the cat, so she got corn. Meow, said the rabbit, so he got fish. Now with all the wrong voices and all the wrong food and all the coughing and the sniffling and the sneezing, all the animals were getting grumpy. It's your fault, meowed the rabbit. I caught it from you. I caught it from you, crowed the cat. I caught it from you, barked the rooster. I caught it from you, quacked the dog. I caught it from you, oinked the duck. I caught it from you, mooed the pig. I caught it from you, buzzed the cow. Everyone looked at the little bee. Who? Me? Yes, you, said all the animals in their mixed up voices. Where did you catch this cold? The little bee took a breath, opened his mouth and said, roar! And then he flew back to the zoo, which was his home. After a while, all the animals on the farm got well. They stopped coughing and sniffling and sneezing, achoo! And they got their voices back. And so the cow said, moo!
Moo.
And the pig said,
Oink.
Oink, oink.
and the duck said,
Quack,
Quack, quack, quack.
the dog said, the rooster said, and the cat said,
Meow.
and the rabbit gave advice. He said, keep your coughs and sneezes to yourself. Everyone agreed. Of course, they still walk in mud puddles whenever they please, but they decided it would be a good idea to watch out for bees.
Buzz, buzz.
The end. Thanks for reading a nice story with me. And now it's song time with Ben and Dan.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight our first song came out a few years ago, about 500 years ago. It's called A Mighty Fortress Is Our God. And it talks about how evil tries to get the best of us, but Jesus has overcome that, and if we trust in God and trust in Jesus, we'll be victorious as well. So sing along with me. We have our words a little bit bigger tonight. So
the cruel oppressor's rod and wins salvation glorious. The old satanic foe has sworn to work us woe with craft and dreadful might. He arms himself to fight. On earth he has no equal. No strength of ours and match his might. We would be lost, rejected. But now a champion comes to fight, whom God himself elected. You ask who this may be. The Lord of hosts is he, Christ Jesus, mighty Lord, God's only Son adored. He holds the fields victorious. No hordes of devils fill the land, all threatening to devour us. We tremble not, unmoved we stand. They cannot overpower us. Let this world's tyrant rage, in battle will engage. His might is doomed to fail. God's judgment must prevail. One little word shall do its God's word forever shall abide. No thanks to foes who fear it. For God himself fights by our side with weapons of the Spirit. Were they to take our house, goods, honor, child, or spouse, the life be wrenched away. They cannot win the day. The kingdom's ours forever.
And our second song tonight is Step by Step, which reminds us to walk with God and trust in God. Help us get us through our anxieties and our times of trial.
My God, and I will ever praise you. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. I will seek you in the morning. I will learn
So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own. Today's trouble is enough for today. What is it that you can do? What is it that you can do to take care of yourself? One thing we can do is get a good night's sleep, eat good food, cover your coughs and your sneezes, wash your hands. There are a lot of things that we can do to take care of ourselves. But what can you do to take care of those who are near to you, the people that you live with? And maybe here's a harder question. What can we do to care for our neighbors? Right now, when we're not able to be near to each other physically, that might take some creativity. It took a little creativity to put this together, but we're having a great time. I bet you have some ideas too, of things that you can do to care for the people around you and to care for your neighbors, to care for our community. Strive first for the kingdom of God, Jesus said, and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Well, this is Friday, and I want you to think about next week now for a little bit. I want to invite you to tune in with us next week. We'll be back at 7 o'clock each night, Monday through Friday. And next week we have a great lineup of special guests. We'll be doing interviews with some of the First Lutheran Church celebrities. And we'll have music and stories. So tune in with us then. And another thing that I want to invite you to do is to be thinking about who and what you want to pray for. We're going to have a prayer box outside the front entrance. And if you have a chance to drop by, you can just put a prayer concern in there, or maybe an update about what your family's been doing. You can also email me if you want to do that. But we'd like to gather in our community's prayers and begin to share those as part of these evening times together. I also want to assure you that the First Lutheran Church staff is here for you. We've been hard at work and will continue to be reaching out to connect. If you need to get a hold of us, please call the church office. And if you need to talk about anything, we want you to know we're here. Well, as we come to a close tonight, I want to bring us back again to that place that we've come to at the conclusion of each night so far. Back to that strong presence of God that sustains us and that holds us in the midst of all that's been changing around us. I invite you to sing with me again this chant that we've been using every night. Changeless and calm, deep mystery, ever more deeply rooted in thee. I hope that can become our prayer, that we keep centering down into that deep mystery of love and life that holds us. So sing again with me. Changeless and calm, deep mystery, ever more deeply rooted in thee. Changeless and calm, deep mystery, ever more deeply rooted in thee. Changeless and calm, deep mystery, ever more deeply rooted in thee. So throughout this weekend, if you find that you get caught up again in those anxious thoughts and those worries, you can just come back to that chant. Changeless and calm, deep mystery, ever more deeply rooted in thee. And that can be your anchor. And then come back and join us next week, Monday evening at 7 o'clock. And we'll focus in again that evening together. I'll see you then. Goodbye.